Okay, hello everyone. My name is Laquan Williams, and in this video topic, I want to discuss the subject matter of the Blacklist, the TV show, and apparently what has been basically discovered and obviously put out there in the public is that Megan Boone, who plays the lead actress, Elizabeth Keene, who is a main actress and main character on the show and a recurring character, and obviously one of the main characters who is the story is based off of, along with of course, James Spader, who plays Raymond Reddington. Their connection to each other obviously is how this whole thing started. She's no longer going to be on the show. It has been revealed just a couple days ago. Even days, actually, it's 2 weeks out, I believe, from the current season that they're in, which is season 8, the actual season finale. So they decided at NBC, and I don't know who decided to drop this news before the actual season finale was over for this current season that they're in. So she won't be in the next season, which will be the last one, season 9, which they were approved of. It says here on TVLine.com. I already knew about this. I've been watching the show since the first episode when it started airing about 6-7 years ago. But apparently, what's been happening is she's decided to leave the show, and obviously this is very unfortunate. But yes, on January 9th, 6-7 months ago, it was revealed that the show was renewed for a 9th season, and they're currently in their 8th right now, which is about to be over. It's got a couple more episodes to go, and then that'll be it for this season, and she'll be gone. I don't know if she's going to make any appearances in the last season, but it's possible that she probably will not. Or maybe she will make an appearance towards the second to last couple episodes of the show, since, yes, they'll probably most likely reveal this probably, I'd say probably, probably about a month or so after this season is over. They'll reveal that the 9th season will be the last and final season of the show. Or they could possibly reveal it a week after the final episode, the season finale of season 8 has aired, which they are currently in. On DeadlineTV.com, it says Elizabeth Keene will soon be off the Blacklist radar. Original cast member Megan Boone is set to depart the long-running NBC drama at the end of the 8th season. She will make her last appearance as a season regular in the June 23rd finale of season 8. And this is what it's obviously saying here. The Blacklist shocker, Megan Boone is exiting the show after season 8 report. That's basically what's been happening. I just didn't see this happening. It just came out of left field, obviously, out of nowhere. It's pretty crazy, obviously, to see this, but especially because the show's obviously probably going to end after this 9th and final season, because it's been winding down the end of the Raymond Reddington saga / story, with him being revealed as far as his secret full identity, who he is, who he used to be, obviously, as far as his other secret, obviously, names and what he used to go by besides N13, obviously, and who else he used to be, obviously, and what names he used to take, he used to use to obviously take over, obviously, control of any criminal enterprises that he's been doing, obviously, behind the scenes. But that's basically what's been happening. Very interesting and sad to see this happening, but especially with the show only going to the show moving towards obviously having one more season left, and that's what's going to happen. But this is obviously the case. Megan Boone's going to be leaving the show. It's very unfortunate that's taking place, but that's basically what's happening. I thought this was kind of crazy that they put this out here before the actual end of this current season is taking place, obviously, which is the 8th season, but that's obviously what's been going on. So it's basically said that that's her decision. This is her decision to make. That's what's been happening. I guess they knew about this months ago, which is why this whole season. It's obviously going to be about I would say, let's see, 20. Currently, it's going the 28th June 23rd will be the finale. I think it's going to be 22 or 23 episodes, but during this current season that they're in, which is season 8, she wasn't on about like 6 or 7 episodes at all. her name was mentioned, obviously, constantly, because she's one of the main characters, but she was not in any of these episodes physically, so this is about like 5 or 6 episodes in this show that she was not in. That's obviously what's been taking place. That's obviously what happened. So because of this, I've seen a lot of people saying on the comment sections for the promos for the episodes that were airing every week. Obviously, when one episode's over, you'll obviously, hours before it's gonna air. Well, the next one airs. Excuse me. When it's aired on TV, hours after it's done airing, you'll see obviously a promo at the end of that episode, which will be on YouTube and other places online. I use TV promos, their YouTube channel, to find out about the upcoming episode teasers and trailers for the next week's episode. And in the comment section, a lot of people were saying that she's probably going to be leaving the show, obviously, or this is the last season, they were saying, because she wasn't in about 5-6 episodes, but I think that's probably the amount in total this year. They probably didn't realize that the show was obviously picked up for a 9th season, which it was renewed in January. So that's basically what's happening. So that's basically what's been taking place. I don't know what's going on, obviously, as far as what they're going to do with the next season, which will be the last, based off of this. And because she's not on the show, if they're going to basically shorten it, which they probably most likely will, if she's going to make any appearances towards the end of this last season, I think it would make sense for her to make an appearance at least once or twice for the final season, obviously. So we'll see what happens, obviously. But we don't really know what's going to happen. That's just basically what's been happening. The show and obviously the storyline for her, and obviously with Raymond Reddington, played by actor James Spader, has basically been winding down as far as them explaining more of obviously what's been taking place and him showing her the secrets and how the Blacklist actually started and how he's figuring all this stuff out. Well, she's figuring all this stuff out, which we're going to see more pickup. More of that information be revealed obviously this week. On Friday when the show airs. It airs every Friday, so I really don't know what's going to happen. But that's obviously what's going to be taking place. This show most likely will probably cut its final season in half, probably more than likely, based off of this situation. So I'm guessing probably the final season will probably be about 12 to 13 episodes, and Megan Boone will probably reprise her role as Elizabeth Keene, probably in the last 2 to final episodes, or maybe they'll just have her in the final series finale, which will be the last episode ever for the show, which will most likely obviously happen and take place next year, which it would make sense, obviously. Just like what I said with other shows, when people leave, even when the show is obviously going to have characters leave, they always try to get the actors or the actresses to come back for the final 2 episodes of the show, obviously, if it's going to end, obviously. We've seen that take place, obviously. So that's basically what's been happening. That's basically it. Yeah, it's just sucks that that's been taking place. This is taking place, obviously, but obviously this is Megan Boone's decision to make. I just came out of nowhere left field, but obviously it's been basically something that we've seen for the past obviously couple of weeks now, because when you've been watching this current season that they're in, which is the 8th season, you've been seeing she was not on this whole season for about she missed about 6 episodes. I think it was 5 to 6, like I said before. I'm not sure. It was 5 to 6 episodes this season where she was not actually on at all. So that's basically what's been taking place, obviously. Her character's obviously been changing, obviously, as over the past, obviously, couple of years now. We don't know what's going to happen. Best guess is that if they want to bring her back, they won't kill off Elizabeth Keene, and she'll be able to walk away and ride off into the sunset with her daughter, obviously, on the show. So that's obviously something that we need to see, obviously, take place, and hopefully it does. I don't know, but obviously her being not longer around will be something that the character obviously won't be able to, the character Raymond Reddington won't have to worry about obviously anymore, because she won't be used as leverage. Now, I don't know if they're going to kill her off, obviously, with the whole storyline that they have on the show, or if they're going to be able to bring her back, or if Neville Townsend is going to obviously end up killing her, and the revenge that obviously takes place into the 9th season is Raymond taking everything that he can, doing everything he can and using every resource that he can to take him down, along with the help of the FBI task force. I don't know if that's going to take place. It could. We don't know. obviously, but we'll see what happens, and that's what's going to be taking place, obviously. So that's basically it. Um, it's very unfortunate that that's the case, obviously, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's just sad, but that's the decision that obviously she is making. The other characters from the show, have been on not been on there as well, because people come and go as far as like other roles. There was obviously a couple other characters that were written off. Like I said, I forgot the other character's name, but Agent Avabi, I believe, she was on the show. The actress that played her is no longer around. She's gone. She was on the show as a regular cast member as well. She's replaced now by Agent Park, who was on the show a couple of seasons ago. She left, I think, at the end of season 6, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, her character's written off, but she's not dead, and I think she might come back. I don't know if they might do that. I don't know. So we'll see what happens with that. Obviously, Mr. Kaplan was another character that was killed off, obviously, off the show as a regular cast member as well. She took her own life, obviously, in an attempt to escape the FBI's custody and save Elizabeth King from Ram Reddington. Obviously, that didn't work at all because she took her own life. So rather than being on the run, which obviously she could have done, obviously, but they decided to obviously take her character out of the picture after that. That's obviously what's been taking place. So we'll see what happens with that, and that's basically it. Yeah, it's very unfortunate news, but that's obviously what we're going to have to see, deal with it, obviously, and continue to watch the show and see what happens, obviously. But yes, the show will most likely be over next year with the 9th and final season, which will probably be cut in half to about 12 to 13 episodes, and we'll see what takes place, obviously, with the Blacklist. So that's basically it. That's all I have to say about this episode and the rest of the show. Well, excuse me, not this episode. That's all I have to say about this news, obviously, and we'll see what happens with the rest of the show, obviously. But yeah, that's what's going on. Like I said, then it is Megan Boone is leaving the show, so we'll see what happens with that. Love the show and enjoy it. She's obviously been great. James Spader has been great. Yes, the characters obviously have been changed in the last couple of years. People have been getting to, see people, they say that they've been kind of annoyed with the direction of her character, what's been going into, obviously with them bringing in her mom finally on the show as obviously Katerina Ostrova, the KGB agent. I thought that kind of relationship was a little like weird because she never really knew her, minus obviously the first 5-6 years of her life, and then after that she was on the run for a long time. She never saw her after that until she was a grown adult woman with obviously her own child. That kind of went left, obviously, but we'll see what happens. The show's, it's been obviously still been very fun. Obviously, well, you don't know what's going to happen with twists and turns, and last couple episodes of this season, we'll see obviously her last couple episodes on the show. I don't know if she'll be in the last season. Possibly, I think she could be in the last 2 episodes. Maybe, we don't know. Just make an appearance or a cameo. And we'll see what happens with that. And that's basically what's going to take place, obviously, with the Blacklist. And that's all I have to say about this news, obviously. But that's very unfortunate. But we'll see what happens. Obviously, what other shows Megan Boone will be on, and as well as if she could be like the lead on her own show, something different than this. We'll see what happens. I don't know, but that's all I have to say about this news and that took place. What was dropped obviously just a couple days ago. That's breaking news. Obviously, that's basically it. Thank you for watching. And that's all I have to say about this. Thanks again. Bye. Thank you.